Yeah.
Why are you moving to Maui?
Because the spa we're building in Costa Rica,
Yeah.
it's going to take 2 years to build. The people weren't, the spa designer part, there's other investors who are doing other parts, but the spa part, which is the first part they're doing, the guy who's the one responsible for that, is our old friend from way back, he lives in Maui, so we're going to hang out with him and help him design the spa and do all kinds of things with investors over the next couple of years. So it's the way station to Costa Rica is Maui.
Okay.
So that's where we have to go, basically, to be with the other members of the team to create the spa. That's not bad, eh?
No, that sounds great.
Yeah.
It's a really healing place.
What?
I think it's a really healing place.
Yes. Have you been there?
No, I've never been there.
That's what people say. I mean, it does something to your body there.
Oh, yeah.
There's some kind of energy.
I know a lot of people that have traveled there and a lot of people that are from there, and I mean, you know, it's pretty mystical. Electromagnetic fields,
Yeah.
lava, all sorts of stuff. The water is really healing, too.
Yeah, my friend I was just talking to last night, he remembers a lot of his body problems disappeared while he was there. He said, it's undeniable. There's some kind of energy there. So I'll take advantage of that. Didn't work.
What about the Android?
Okay, what about LaRouche? Why? Let's hold the question. Why do you bring up? Are you interested in LaRouche?
No, a friend of mine lived with some of LaRouche's followers for a while, and then became schizophrenic soon thereafter.
Because they were influenced a bit?
I don't know.
Well, what the LaRouche kids, if you go on to 5body.com into the chat line, which is called Being 5 Bodies, there's a person there called Kigye888. He's a male prostitute, hustler, porno guy, but when he first got into that, when he was in his early 20s in Seattle, he came back to New York and he got in touch with me, and he said, I'm sick of that drug-addled world, and I said, you need to develop your left hemisphere. So I said, you got to go into the LaRouche module. Go join the LaRouche cult. They'll train your left hemisphere. And he did that. And he did it for about a year. Pretty hilarious. And but he got a lot out of it. But then after a while, it gets boring. You know, a young kid ain't going to stay anywhere for very long. So he left. So you can go on. He talks about his experience. But he told me that you get $60 a month or a week, and you have to live in a place. You live in a place. You run out every day and distribute literature. So you're working in a cult. You get a real fee. Low fee. He said that it wasn't enough for him. He had to do a lot of, going to the garbage to get food.
Right.
So it's a cult. It's a voluntary cult. You can leave anytime, basically. But once you're in it, you got to act like a cult. You live on a low budget, but you have fun going around bugging people, handing out leaflets.
Right.
And a lot of interesting information. No information is valid anymore. Especially literate or verbal or photographic. There is no media anymore. Information is a medium, any particular medium. They all melt in the virtual reality of the Android meme now, so nothing has any staying power. But a young person needs to pretend there's information for a while, so they get used to this. So they do what you do, or they join cults, or they get a job. And so I try to help them develop all their faculties by going to these different cults I set up. Go to McLuhan, go to LaRouche, go to Zappa, and they offer different expertise, different parts of your former faculties, and you for development take time. So you become a full-fledged conscious quadrophenia. See, every humans are double. They're conflicted. There's always different drives, at least two drives about everything. That doubleness becomes hectic in the 20th century, so most people survive and are normal schizophrenic, but if you're an abnormal schizophrenic, you're called a schizophrenic. But the Android meme is miming us, it's going inside us, and it's imitating human doubleness, so it's adding its human schizophrenia to our schizophrenia, or our intensity, or our doubleness. Therefore we make ourselves quadrophenia. You have to realize you're possessed by the Android meme. It's adding its doubleness to your doubleness, so the paramedia yoga we need to develop is juggling the four aspects of ourselves, or what I call the four bodies. You become a conscious, slack-filled sub-genius. Yeah, we get sued for that part. Anyway, you become a conscious, slack-filled sub-genie. Because people think that I'm Bob Dean, the sub-geniuses call people like me on their form. They call them, so he's a genie, or I say a sub-genie. So it's a sub-genies versus a sub-genies. So a sub-genie is a conscious quadrophenia, because they've studied with me, if you're a sub-genius, you're an unconscious, idiotic quadrophenia. and bugged by all your fellow citizens who are unconscious quadrophenia. So there's a well-articulated program right there.
So what are the four bodies?
We have what we're called, there's a whole ratio thing I forgot to tell Lexi about. Not ratios, R-A-T-I-O-S. The ratios of first nature and second nature, which I was going to get into, but we got distracted, but I want to tell her that. We have this given world. We can assume we did not create the trees and wind and weather, right? And we were created. We may have been spared and created this and reincarnated into it. Okay, given the physical world, there may be a non-physical world too, more than what our senses. So the doubleness is there. There's this, and is there something else? Is there more than this? All humans have wondered that for thousands of years. And they developed rituals and claimed they have contact to the other side. The shamans did that. So, the first nature is made up of the physical sensory world and the non-sensory world. I include and project that there's more than this world. First nature made both worlds. When you die into the astral plane, and that's made by whatever made first nature. Okay.